Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibbitz. It's me, Mary, and I'm sure you recognize the beautiful, beautiful young lady to my right, right? Yeah, this is to my right. Hi, Lindsay, girl. How are you?
I'm good. How have you been, Mary?
Good. Now, for those of you who may have been living under a rock and you don't recognize her, this is Lindsay Downs from Love After and Life After Lockup. And she's watching the current season of this show. So she's joining me for tonight's recap.
And loving it. I don't know where they got the cast this season, but that's where I need them to go to get their cast every season.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
great.
Yes. Okay. So, Lindsay, if you were to give this season a grade so far, what grade would you give it?
Oh, they're getting an A plus. I'm invested in this season. I really, really am.
Okay. And who's your favorite couple?
To watch or to cheer for.
Uh, let's start to watch.
Okay, I'm not as good with the names. I think it's Zariah and
Yes.
yeah,
Troy. Uh huh.
yeah, because baby, like as far as like entertainment factor wise, like she's got me hooked because she's absolutely wild. This girl is wild. I never know what to expect. I mean, we went from literally like from the church to the psychic, and then she's
Yes.
psychic, a prophet of God. I'm like, it doesn't get any better than this. It does not get any more entertaining than this.
And then praying to God for her husband to have a big penis.
I have a big junk.
Yeah. I
I was
mean,
like, they say pray for.
yeah. You know,
It doesn't get better than this.
it doesn't. It doesn't get better than this. So, who are you rooting for?
Kim and Joey.
Okay.
They're normal. She's got kids. Not crazy. He doesn't seem crazy. I'm hoping that they are like the ones that pull.
We're hoping.
Yeah.
So, how's your summer been, girl? How are you? What's going on?
My summer's good. I mean, I've gotten a lot of downtime, which I really, really appreciated because, when I'm in school, it takes me 4 hours to get to school and back. I'm going 3 days a week this semester. But thank the Lord above. This is my last semester. I will have my bachelor's this December.
Yay!
And I'll hopefully start grad school in spring. I have to take, the application process and stuff, but
What are you going to graduate school for?
communications with the emphasis on policy.
And how's Miley?
She's 15 and she acts it every single day.
Oh my, a 15-year-old girl,
We're
girl.
learning to drive.
Is she your mom's revenge on you for what you put her through?
Absolutely. Let me tell you what. I remember when I was driving, I would terrify my mom, and I was like, "Oh, I'm doing such a good job. You're tripping." And now Miley's favorite thing to say is, "Mom, you're being overdramatic." And I'm like, "I'm not overdramatic. I'm terrified." She scares the
I'm terrified. I don't want to die.
I'm like
Please.
holding onto the seat with both hands, like and like tensed up, and like literally when I feel like get out of the car, I'm like. And I got these decals off Amazon. You can get 3 for $15 and they're bright pink. And they say, student driver, I'm friggin' trying.
Oh my God, there you go.
I want everybody on the road to know you need to stay away from this vehicle. We're learning to drive.
Yes, yes. And it could be potentially dangerous. So just stay away. So how's the love life, girl? What's going on?
I went through like this phase where I went through a phase where I'm like really still struggling with committing to like healthy relationships, but I think I'm finally getting to like a healthy spot. And I'm super private with this relationship because their job is like they have like a rather phenomenal job and don't want to bring any attention to them just because they're dating me. And so I'm being really private about the current relationship I'm in. But I will say that they got me for my soberversary. They got me some earrings, and they're really, really pretty. I had
Ooh,
to get
those
my
are
ears
really, really
pierced again.
pretty.
They grew up after 6 years in prison. I couldn't get my earrings back through my holes. So me and Molly went and got our ears pierced. She got her second holes, and I got my first put back in. Because I am 3 years sober this month.
Congratulations.
And if you haven't heard anywhere else, I'm off of federal probation.
Congratulations.
Yes.
There we go. That's it. You are
released
done.
early for good behavior. Me. Good
Yeah.
behavior.
Yes, you. You have come a long way, Linz. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Since we first seen you come on the scene with Scott, you have fucking come a long, long way. And I'm personally proud of you. Shonta, who's in the comments, is proud of you.
Thank you, Shonta.
Okay. I mean, you have come a long way.
Yeah, I have. I really, really have.
So
my best friend just messaged me and she said, ha ha ha, Scott.
I know, Scott.
Oh, if I ever want to look at how far I can fall again, I'll just watch my first season.
Yes, but you were entertaining as fuck your first season. I mean, that's one thing I gotta give you, Linz. You were entertaining as fuck. You were a fucking train wreck, okay? But you were entertaining as fuck.
Susan said I'll never live Scott down, and she's
No,
so
you
right.
will never live Scott down. Me and you both know you will never live him down. Girl. But that was entertaining shit. That was entertaining shit.
For sure. For sure. It was good TV.
Yep. Just like this season is good fucking TV.
This season is great TV. Like,
right?
I'm super invested this season.
Like he's like, I'm super invested.
Like some of these, like we have everything from the psychic with the dildos in the background to the pink hair and the iPhone generic wallpaper dress pulling up in a semi to pick her man up from prison, and then True's cut out after their. It's just great. It's great,
right? Isn't it?
It's great.
All right, let's get into the episode. So we have Zariah and Troy. Okay, Troy had to get his ankle monitor put on, so that's why they took them on this whole high-speed chase.
Which was I was so confused. Like I was concerned for him. I was like, did we just watch somebody get kidnapped?
Letty's like, what the fuck is happening here?
Because I had to get an ankle monitor put on too, and I did not have nobody. I was confused. I was so confused.
Okay, so you had an ankle.
Excuse me. Does he have to wear that ankle monitor for?
2.5 years.
That's so long.
I know, isn't that fucking crazy? So you had a ankle monitor put on, and you were just able to go to the parole officer's office and just had it put on, right?
My probation officer, they came out to the halfway house and put it on me. I had to report it at the halfway house. They showed up there. They stuck it on me. They said, we'll take it off you in 30 days. So I did 30 days with this ankle monitor. Let me tell you, it was a hate relationship. It was not a love-hate relationship. I hated it. Eternally hated it. I tried to I bedazzled it. I tried to make it cute. But they would call me because I'm in Mississippi, so we don't get good service here. But I'm in the close to Memphis, Tennessee part. There's great service there, in the middle of town. They would call me at 6:00 in the morning, wake me up and say, we're not getting a signal from your ankle monitor. Will you go walk your unit? That's what they called it when you had to go outside your house and walk around for 3 minutes. It's cold. I'm outside walking my unit
in the morning.
Walk your unit like it's the dog. Going to walk my unit at 6:00 in the morning. I hated that.
Oh.
And it shafted. And I couldn't fit my boots under it or over it. I was so angry.
And you had to wear that for 30 days.
Yeah.
So imagine Troy, 2.5 years.
Yeah, Blaine wore his for, how many wears for 8 or 9 months, maybe a year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he wore his for a while, but his biggest concern was getting his work boots on over it.
Yeah, I can see that. So, the first time Troy went to prison, he was 18. Greed got the best of him. He started breaking into junkyards and commercial buildings and things like that. And now they're going to have the true test of the relationship. They've been married for 3 years, but they haven't, been on the streets, in real life. So she's taking him to the hotel. She gives him the money bouquet. Lindsay, you want a money bouquet. I want a fucking money bouquet. You want one.
Um, I wouldn't mind one. If anybody feels the need to send me a money bouquet,
Lindsay's
I'm
like,
surely not going to turn it down.
Lindsay's like, my birthday is, and I'll take it.
Listen, though, when she showed him, like, what was that? Like the private humidifier, the private,
The private port
cleaner?
steamer. The private port steamer.
I was
Yeah.
super conflicted about whether I was confused or whether I wanted one. I suddenly wasn't sure which. I was swinging back and forth between. That is so odd. Do I need one of these? I don't need one.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I have to confess. For a second, I'm like, that's interesting. I think I can use one of those. Then I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Where are you going to put it? You don't need one of those. Oh my God.
And he's like, that's for a woman. I see how it's shaped? That's for a woman. And I was like,
So he steamed his private parts. He got into his bubble bath, and now she's going to see if her prayers to God came true.
you know what I was confused about? Why was there not more water in that bubble bath?
Why was that tub so tiny? He looks squished in the
This is our first time seeing a man in a bubble bath. We've had lots of bubble baths out of prison, but they've always been women. This is our first, and he looked so freaking uncomfortable. Because in this bathroom is an entire production crew. He's got about this much water
Yeah, I know.
in the bathtub.
I
He
know.
was so uncomfortable.
Yes, he did. Cameras in his face, and he's in his fucking bathtub.
What people don't realize, and we see it a lot when we have like the inmates are saying like, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so overwhelmed, and people are like, overwhelmed over what? Having a camera crew, like they're not bothering you, they're not telling you to do things, they're not instructing you, but they're just there. Every time you turn around, boom, there's another one, boom, there's another one, and it's just like it's super overwhelming to have all these people staring at you and your every move, and you just got out, and now you're in a bathtub with like this 8-person camera crew in the room with you, and your girlfriend telling you she's got a steamer for your junk.
And yeah, that has to be really, really awkward.
And now I want to know how big his thing is because they've made such a big deal about it. I needed to tell me.
Yes, I mean we need to know. The inquiring minds want to know. So and we shall see if her prayers were answered.
I can't believe she prayed for bigger junk.
Yep. Shonta and True, they had a good night. 3 hours of sex. Good sex because it's been a long time for him. So it was good sex. Woke up in the morning and he was gone.
He done dipped.
And he's not responding. And Shantae's like, what the fuck? True meanwhile's with his sister. Why isn't he answering the fucking phone?
I think like he's kind of feeling like a little bit like trapped by her a little bit right now, maybe. Because she does kind of it does give off like mom with annoyed son vibes. Sometimes. Like when she gets annoyed. Which I get that because a lot of things he's like doing and saying, he's like, he just got out of prison. He's like, let's go to the casino. I'm like, boy, go to your house.
Exactly. Like
Go home. Like, what do you mean you go to the casino?
You haven't even been out 24 hours and you want to go running around going to the casino and this and that, which I get, he's free. He's free. Okay, let's make the freedom last.
Exactly.
Why
And
do we have to shove everything in all at once? When
right.
you're free, you have all the time to
And
do everything that you want to do. True.
yeah, she just seems like really like frustrated with him, and I get that. And like
Hmm.
for him, okay, you don't want to call him, you don't want to answer. Leave a note.
Thank
Sticky
you.
note, sticky pad, write it on the mirror. Phone my sister.
Thank
BRB,
you.
like something,
Thank
something.
you. Going
You
with my sister,
Houdini.
BRB. Yep.
You Houdini. You was like poof gone.
So when he gets back, of course, she has an attitude,
I would,
and he calls his sister to verify his story.
because he's like, I've been shopping. He comes in with not a single shopping bag. Like, no, I'd be doing the same thing. Like, shopping for what?
You know, and so this is what pissed me off when he told her, "No offense, you're boring and too much of a homebody."
Do you know what homebodies get? To stay out of prison.
Exactly. They stay out of trouble.
And the thing is, what I have learned in my recovery is that I really like boring. I intensely enjoy boring because boring also means free.
And True says when he's bored, that's when he gets into trouble.
Yeah.
See, that's his problem. True needs to learn that being bored is okay.
I don't know. Do you know how to not get bored? Get a job.
True that.
Get a
True
job
that.
that you're so tired when you get home, you don't have time to be bored. You're so excited. That's what happens to me. I'm so excited to get sleep by the time I get home.
Mm, there you go. You have all this energy. I'm free, I'm free, I'm free. Get a job.
Yeah. Any job, really, any job will get you started.
So he spent like this whole day going shopping and this and that with his sister, and he hasn't even checked in with his PO yet. Lindsay, it's like it just shows how fucked up his priorities are. You
Yeah.
would think it would be his first priority when he got up in the morning.
Yeah.
Check in with his PO, call, check in. No, he goes off shopping with his sister. And I don't blame Shantae for being frustrated, and also she's a mom of teenagers. Drew acts like a teenager. He acts like the age that he went in,
Yeah, he
which was
does.
17. So I could see how she automatically steps into that mother role
Right.
because she's a mother of teenagers. So
And he's acting like one. He's
yeah,
acting like one right now.
exactly.
I mean, like the first thing you should be coming home doing is I remember when I first got home, I was calling my probation officer that day. I just got out. He's like, I haven't got your file yet. And I'm like, but I'm out. Like I was so terrified. And it
Right.
worries me for True.
Exactly. Same here. So his priorities are all screwed up. Closing stuff are more important than checking in with his PO. And she's just frustrated. She's just frustrated. She's like, I'm dealing with an idiot. Take this mic off of me. I need a break before I smack him.
Yeah.
Basically. So that's how it left with them. Now, Julian and Christine.
Okay, so
What vibe do you get with these two?
I actually get the vibe that they're gonna work because they're both super quirky and weird, right? I could see them legitimately working. However, weird to death. Weird. He literally told us his body count on national television.
I know. I know. He's
And his
weird.
body count is the same that I've been with on national television. I've literally been with more people on television than he has his entire life.
No lies detected there. No lies detected there. So Christine gets her phone back. She has like 10 billion emails. Her and her mother always had a rocky relationship.
Yeah.
When she went to her mother 10 years ago and said, listen, I have a drug problem. I need help. Instead of getting her help, her mother turned to the court system and had her oldest child taken away from her. and she has twins that she hasn't talked to in 8 years, and all she wants to do is see her, see her children. They get back to the hotel, and she likes it raw, Lindsay.
Yeah, hang on. What actually I didn't take notes, but theirs was one part that I was like, she said, quote, he's amazing at the going downtown.
Oh yes, I forgot that part. Yes.
He's amazing at the going downtown, and she is amazing at it as well.
Yes, she's amazing at that.
In case you needed to know.
Exactly, exactly, and she likes it raw. She likes a raw dog, baby. What do we think about that, Linz?
I was there, okay. So like when people are like kissing on camera and you hear the drives me crazy. Like it's so cringe for me. I don't even like watching it on movies, and it's just like, ugh. What's happening with her jaw? Okay, so two things. One, it's a common sign for somebody who's using. For me, that's the first thing that happens is my jaw starts like this.
Mm-hmm.
However, hers to me looks more like a broken jaw. Have you ever seen anybody that's had their jaw broken and wired shut? When they talk, it does come out instead of going up and down. It goes out. Yeah, and I actually saw this on a couple people before. So I really think I'm not going to jump to say, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Interesting. That's another point.
She came out of Otterson prison, right? I think that's where my friend is actually there right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she just, I was in Aliceville over in Alabama with her, and she got moved to Otterson. So Otterson's like the good prison. It's nice there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fancy.
Oh, it's fancy schmancy?
Yeah, they don't have no gates.
Oh, he said that Martha Stewart was in that prison.
He was.
And that's why it's called Camp Cupcake.
Yep. Yeah, see, I was at the prison when I was at Dublin. That was the prison that like Abby Lee Miller was in and Griselda Blanca.
Mm-hmm.
And the one there, Otterson, though, that is like the easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's very, very laid back.
Okay.
You're given more freedoms. And yeah, you can walk off, but that's a really bad idea.
A really, really bad idea. They will come
Don't
and get
do it.
you. They will come and get you.
They will. Okay? The marshals, full force.
Yes, full force. They will come and get you.
Martha Stewart was sent there to decorate it. Psych Awakens, Terrence said. But I remember my friend when she first got there, I was like, is it cool? And she's like, yeah, they gave me a plant. I was like, what? She's like, they gave me a plant to put in my locker. I was like, that's so cool.
Oh, wow. You get a plant, like a welcome plant?
Yeah.
Here, welcome to prison?
Here's your plant.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Liz, that is so funny. What the fuck? You learn something new every day. That's all I have to say. So your favorite couple, Joey and Kimberly. She has a cabin for them before they go home to her boys, and he immediately steps in to the role of a full-time father, which I think this whole thing is fucking nuts. I'm going to say it. She is fucking nuts. This guy is just, he just served, I don't remember how many years, and he's going to come straight out of prison into her home to be daddy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why. Like, I personally think it would be better if there was like a temporary 3-month lease somewhere, just so that you can get to know each other outside of prison and to introduce your children without making them feel uncomfortable.
A 1-year lease. What is wrong with living apart?
Just for a little while.
Just for a little while. You guys have the rest of your lives to be with each other. Yeah. These are small children involved. Okay? And you're going to risk, and yes, I said it, risk his sobriety by dropping him into this role straight out of prison. And no, I don't like it.
I hope they make it. But she just seems so normal. I almost want to be like, what did you go looking for an inmate for? Like why? Because I'm not saying that well, no, I kind of am saying it. Generally, the people who start dating inmates are looking for something. Something's not there. They're searching. Something's bothering them. Something's they're struggling to find a place in life. I feel like they would be the people that fall prey to like cults if they don't find their inmate boyfriend. But for her, I'm just like I don't understand because she seems very very down to earth to me.
I mean, all the red flags that she listed herself. She says she don't trust him. She turned on location services, dropped a couple of their tags in his bag. I mean, this is not a great way to start off a relationship, Linz. Not for nothing.
Well, listen, everybody has like 360. Everybody shares their locations. Like I've been sharing my location. My mom did that when I first got home. Did you know that? When I got home, my mom is the one that gave me my phone this time.
Oh, really?
She's like, here's your phone. I got you on Lab 360. And she would say, I'm not following you. I'm not watching you. But I was going to Tupelo for the reentry program I was in. And I would like be headed there. And she'd call me and she's like, I'm not watching you, but I noticed that you're headed to Tupelo. Where are you going?
That is funny. That is so funny. I'm not tracking you, but I just happened to notice. But
you're not where I was expecting you to be.
So one of the first phone calls that Joey makes is to his mom, who is watching Kimberly's boys. And that's the other thing. They're all like intertwined. It's like his mother, her sons. I'm just like, guys, like, I mean, I have hope.
I do too. I have hope.
But I think it's going a little bit too quickly.
It's always going too quickly. That's what the show's entertaining for.
Yes. And by the way, before I forget, did you hear about Julian and Christine being arrested for shoplifting?
Julian and Christine?
Yes.
Oh, I did see that.
Yes. Sarcasm reported they were arrested for shoplifting in Walmart. 11 days after she got out. Julian was. She wasn't. She was just given a citation, apparently, and he was arrested. I don't know. Hot Mess Express. So,
who steals from Walmart?
Girl, I don't know.
I feel like in that situation, it would be almost expected for him to be like, no, that's me, because he can go right back to prison for it. No, that was me. That was all me. But I mean, what were they stealing from Walmart? I wish it told us what it was, because I want to know what's so important you have to steal it. Was it food? Were you hungry?
I don't know.
Because the only time I can see myself stealing is if I'm hungry.
That's true. That is true.
I better be hungry.
So, Leticia and Keith, would you get a booty facial? I could picture you getting a booty facial. Why not?
I don't even understand what that is. I was so confused.
It's making the skin on your ass nice and soft. Come on, Liz. You know you need a booty facial.
Nobody sees my ass enough for me to get a facial back there. If I'm getting a facial, it's going to be on my face.
Well, if there was someone in your life
though,
to make it nice and smooth,
slap some baby lotion on that sucker and go about your day if you want some smooth bum.
Take it
out. Leticia, she's like right up there in like the Hot Mess Express with like Zariah, like right up there. And she had made, so her hair was sticking up in the scene from last week. And I saw she had made like a post. Somebody had posted it on Reddit, because I'm an avid Reddit reader. I just don't respond.
Yes, she is.
Her screenshot where she was saying like she was mad at like her friends for like not saying that her hair looked like that. Girl. You knew your hair looked like that. You just now everybody's saying something about it. You're like, oh, I didn't notice. No, I don't believe that. And it's just the bangs, right? It was just the bangs that were sticking out.
It was just like this, two baby hair parts.
Whatever.
But girl, you had your two little front parts sticking out, and no one told you, you would be pissed the fuck off.
I think she styled her hair like that.
What happened?
I think she styled her hair like that. I swear I think she styled her hair like that.
I don't think she did. I think it was just fucking sticking up.
Well, I mean,
Our production is mad shady. You know,
Shonta had lip gloss running down her chin.
of course, and they zoomed in right in on it. Nobody told her she had lip gloss.
Production's not going to tell you. They're there to be seen and not heard. They're not going
to. Yes, of course.
They're not going to sit there. You know what they're going to do? They're going to zoom in when you screw up.
Yes, of course. Of course.
Oh.
Production loves shit like that. Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? If you have chipped nail polish, fucking anything, they will zoom in on it.
Yeah.
Fucking pain in the ass.
He's gonna ask us the production team not tell them. The production team doesn't tell you anything.
Nope.
Anything. Like
it's
they talk
the shade of it all.
They even speak to you.
Oh no.
It is the shade of it all that makes great TV.
You can have a booger hanging out your nose. They ain't gonna tell you.
And they're gonna tell you shit.
They're gonna zoom in.
Yup, they're gonna tell you shit. So Keith is getting the immediate release.
But like he's not, right? He doesn't get immediate release. He's not even out. I swear, I don't even think he's out. I haven't seen nothing about him.
I haven't heard either way whether he's out or not. So I'm not really sure.
The thing is, usually like we get like all this info about him. Like I haven't seen no pictures of them posted together or nothing, so I don't know.
Yeah, so he's probably not out.
But here's the thing, saying like, okay, so here's the thing about immediate releases. If you get immediate release, they're telling you as you release. You're they're not gonna come and be like, hey, next month you're gonna immediate release. No, they come and say you're getting out in a month. There's difference. I actually got immediate release. They came, they pulled me out of my cell. They said, hey, you're leaving in 12 hours. And I was like, who? Because I had like 4 months left. So it's just kind of like what happened is laws change all the time. So in 2018, we had a federal law change that Donald Trump signed in. Okay. That went into effect when I got out in 2022 and gave me immediate release. It took 4 years. I had given up hope, forgotten about it. I mean, we kept seeing stuff on the computer about it, but it was almost like a dream, something we had been hearing about, but would never happen.
It's a dream.
So like just because something went into effect doesn't mean it's going to dramatically affect you immediately. Right. And I feel like they kind of jumped the gun on that. They definitely put their wagon before their horse.
So she has drama with her sister-in-law, and who
apparently never signed with production because they had to bleep her name out every time.
Yeah.
Beep.
Yep.
We didn't even know her name.
She didn't want to have nothing to do with any of this. Wouldn't even give permission to use her name.
Knowing what we know now about Leticia, which is that, she went through like a lot of financial issues and with her business, and there's been lots of articles about that. I kind of feel like we're not gonna get to see that because I think all that was happening just a few months ago. Right. And I feel like most of this was filmed probably last year. And because I feel like we're not gonna get to see that, I'm bummed. Because I would really be invested if we could see all that.
Lindsay's really, really invested.
I'm so invested.
She is so invested. But she's going to try to squish all family beef because she wants everything to be nice and calm for her husband.
But then she's sitting here saying she's going to squish the beef, but then she's sitting here talking crazy about bleep.
Bleep.
I don't know her name, but she's angry about this sister. And it's like I'm gonna squash beef, but like the things that you're saying doesn't sound like you want to squash beef. It sounds like you're beefing right now.
But she's angry that she didn't show up to the dinner. Like she felt like that she extended her an olive branch and she didn't come. So she was still angry at Bleep.
I see. And the
I
sister's mad over the ring, right?
yes, the sister's mad over the ring.
I mean, I could be mad over $15,000. I could be
But
mad over
then, but then
$1,000.
one could also argue that it's not the sister's money; it's Keith's money.
It's definitely not sister's money.
So finally, Arthur and Hope, and these two. I mean,
I
just watching
love
them. I'm just sad because you heard right.
that he's back in, right?
Yes,
And
yes,
I saw on Reddit that his mother had said, like, I had made a big post about it and basically said, like, an altercation happened between the two of them and between Arthur and Hope, and that's why he's back in. But I actually, and it's sad, makes me kind of sad because I actually really like them together. Like when she got him the sewing machine, like his face, he was so touched by this sewing machine, and I was
his
like,
face when he walked into her apartment.
oh yeah, this has a nice apartment.
Right?
Bro, I'm like, I want to stay there in like an Airbnb style thing. Like, it's nice.
A girl does nice for herself. I mean, Hope does good
Truck
for
drivers
herself.
do make good money though, right? That's what I've always heard.
Yeah.
Especially if she like owns her own truck, then yeah, she's making darn good.
Yes.
That's a
Then
nice
definitely she's making good money.
sewing machine was so sweet, and he was so like touched by it. It made me really happy.
Right. Until she realized the $300 she sent him for a tattoo, he never got a tattoo with.
He
But
got a triangle on his forehead and a rose.
but
What is
she got
wrong?
a tattoo.
Why? Why is there a triangle? I don't like it. It's very distracting. He is cute. Why is there a triangle on his forehead? Bro, why not a circle? Why not a square?
Why not a tic-tac-toe thingy? I don't know.
I don't understand.
I don't know. So anyway, she has insecurities because 6 years ago, when she first started her relationship with him, she was super skinny, you know,
I
and
mean, we get older. What's up,
exactly,
man?
we get older,
And you
get
know what?
fluffier.
It was Kim that had a lot of like insecurities as well. And I think that's like it was Kim, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think it's like we just really need to feel comfortable in our own bodies. Like
Oh,
I really, really want to like hug them and be like, you are beautiful. Like I've spoke to Hope. I run truck company. I hired her company to move a load. There are very few women truck drivers, and I remember it's yeah. As I was saying, like she probably makes really good money.
yeah,
Her own truck, and her apartment reflects that because it is gorgeous.
it is gorgeous.
I would just lay in front of her window and just stare.
I know, right? The fucking view, so gorgeous.
I really, really want her to make him get rid of the triangle.
Just laser treatment. Just get rid of it, please.
Yeah, please.
Just, please.
He's so cute. I don't understand why I did that.
It was a prison tattoo, Lindsay.
I mean, you know what? Not an excuse.
I mean, come on, girl. You know about prison tattoos, don't
Yes,
you?
I do. I have several of them. However, none of them are
A triangle in the middle of your forehead.
so distracting. Every time, like, you know what? When he put on his do-rag and it was like you couldn't see it anymore, I was like, that looks so much better.
Oh my god. So,
but yeah, I think so for me, Hope and Arthur and Leticia and Keith and Zariah and Troy are like the top three that I'm really invested. Like, because we'll come in and out of watching them. Like, they rotate them out. Those are the three that I want to see on my TV every single week. And so it's just because they're entertaining. Like, they are entertaining.
Yeah. I feel you, girl.
Zariah is this personality that I could watch all day long.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? It's none of the men. Now that I think about it, it's none of the men that are like out of like Shonta and True. I would like to watch True because he's entertaining and a little extra. But in those three, I realized my top three couples, it's all the women I want to watch.
The women are entertaining this season.
It is.
What can I say? What can I say? So we are next week is episode 4. It's gonna be 10 episodes. And this has been a really good fucking season so far.
Yeah, it has. Like really, really good.
So we'll see what happens next week. Thank you, girl, for joining me.
This is Emmy.
Oh, hi, Emmy.
I'm sitting in my lap being a sweet baby until this.
She's so cute.
She's so tiny. I told Molly I wanted to get a dog with a little more oomph this time. You know, a little more stable, like a golden doodle. And somehow it's the smallest chihuahua out there. The only thing that makes me happy is her poop is very easy to clean up.
Oh, there you go. That is a plus.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That is a super duper plus. We all love Lindsay, and we're all super, super proud of her.
Thanks, Vegas girl.
Thank you so much, girl, for joining me tonight.
Yes, anytime. I literally did not live tweet during the show so that I could save up all my thoughts till now.
She's like, I've had them all in my head until now.
I was watching, I kept picking my phone up and be like, not today.
Not today.
But
not that sweetie today.
I love getting the live tweet. And because we have like Asa from Sarcasm. She's got her own like, ow, darn it. Her own Twitter and stuff. Owie, you got these mean little puppy teeth.
Oh my goodness, with your puppy teeth.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm invested in this season. This is probably I think this is better than last season so far, for sure.
Yes, so far for sure.
Yeah.
All right, girl.
I don't know if Keith is out, but I hope he gets out and we get to see them interacting soon.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yes.
I think we have I think Joey and Keith are the only two that are not out right now, right?
Joey came out this episode.
That's right. He just came out.
Yeah, he just came out.
We just didn't get to like see them interacting because he came out and that was the end.
Yeah, because he like literally just walked out. So
yeah, I think so Keith is the only one that we're waiting on.
Yeah, Keith is the only one we're waiting on.
I'm ready.
Me too.
You think Keith can handle Leticia?
Oh, definitely. I think he's
the
the only one that can handle her.
She's a boss.
Yeah,
she's the boss.
And she is over the top. Like she's over the top. And I
tell you what, when it came to that ring, she handled him. Oh, she handled him last season.
Yeah, well, that's true. She got her ring. She got what she wanted.
So Scott was ick. Yes, Scott was ick.
Does anybody have any questions for Lindsay before we go? Does anybody want to tease her more about Scott?
I live with that every day.
Because Scott was ick, but Scott was entertaining.
He was.
Yes. You and Scott were entertaining.
I still have people asking me if that quote was from a book. I'm like, yes, it really, really was. How's Blaine? I don't know. I do not speak to Blaine. I have Blaine blocked on all social media sites, but he actually tried to call me today and I didn't answer.
Oh.
I don't know what for. I didn't answer.
Oh, okay.
I don't talk to Blaine. Some relationships are just better. Like, some people are like just better as friends. We're just better not talking.
Lindsay's like, as long as Blaine stays the fuck away from me, we're okay.
It's a small town. I see him like all the time out. It's such a small town. You have like 3 gas stations in the whole town.
Leticia says, congratulations on all your accomplishments.
Oh, thank you, Leticia. You're so sweet. And I hope that Keith gets out really soon and we get to see it. I hope we get to see it so bad. A stiletto wearing felon. Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm invested. And they finally showed the sneak peek preview for Life After Lockup. I wasn't expecting Justine and Michael to be back. So it was so I saw them. I saw, who else did I see?
Key Rock and Brittany.
And there was one more couple they showed.
Justine and Michael.
Joey and Kim are returning. Which I was surprised that they showed the preview of them while they're on Love After. I was like, okay, so we know they're gonna make it for a little while.
I know, right? That's a little spoiler.
And Rob and Tawny.
Yes.
I was so confused why they're not on Love After Lockup. Because I actually thought when I did not see them on Love After Lockup, I thought they weren't coming back. So when they skipped straight to Life, I was really confused because like we didn't get to see him coming home. We didn't get to see the interaction out the gate. So I'm really confused by that. I'm glad they're back because I thought they were a really entertaining dynamic.
Yes.
It was a really cool to get to like see so much of him while he was locked up because he had the cell phone and stuff. I was confused about how he was using his cell phone, and I realized he got out before the show aired. I was like, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, I'm happy that they're out.
Yes, me too. Was there anybody else that we seen in the commercial? No, I think that was it.
Want Angela to come back?
Oh, we all love Angela. Angela is like
hilarious.
Lindsay, no offense, Angela is the GOAT of Love After Lockup. She is
fantastic. She was hilarious.
She was fucking hilarious.
And she doesn't even live that far from me. I've never met her, but she like is only a couple hours from me. I drop by to get to school, then I could go right.
Angela is the GOAT.
Like, you want to know a funny story?
Mm-hmm.
So during COVID, we had to do a lot of self-filming, which is why the quality of the cameras looked different back then. And I had an ankle monitor, and you have to charge it once a day. And so we would actually take they would ship the equipment to us, and we would film everything, and we would pack it up. And then, so they had sent somebody because everything was no contact. Everything would get dropped off, and we'd come out and pick it up and put it outside. They would come pick it up. So it was like tons of equipment. So when we were done, we put everything on the front porch. The guy came and got it. Never saw him. That night, I go to charge my ankle monitor.
Okay.
And I'm asking Scott, I'm like, have you seen my ankle monitor charger? He's like, there was this weird cord and I didn't know where it went to because it didn't have a spot in the production crew's stuff because everything had like the little mesh spots where you like put in like the foam. Right. He's like, so I just stuck it in there. I was like, you didn't. So I'm like freaking out because my ankle monitor is like about to die. So I'm like calling the halfway house and Scott's calling the production team, and it had actually been sent to Angela and Tony because we filmed at the same time they did that season. So the guy had to drive back to Angela's house and pick up my ankle monitor from the production company stuff and bring it to me.
I need my charger, Angela. I need my charger.
I didn't know that at the time, but I was wondering, because they had it back to me like an hour and a half. And I was like, man, that was really quick. They must not have got very far with it. And then when I watched the season, I was like, that's where it was.
There you go. That makes sense now.
Because like we literally have like no interaction with other couples. I didn't know who else was going to be on my season or anything like that.
Of course not.
I was so excited when I saw myself air, and I'm by these people that I've been watching season after season. Like my face is with Brittany's, my face is with Angela's. I was like, ooh. It was so fun.
So Angela's to go. We would love for her to come back.
And with her cigarettes and her gravelly voice.
Oh yes, definitely. And her list for Tony: no prostitutes,
no drugs.
What else
is the other one?
Oh gosh, how to remember? I just remember no prostitutes, no drugs, no lies.
No lies. There we go.
No lies. Good on Angela. Good on Angela. Well, okay, Linz. Unless anybody has any other questions for her.
Yeah, guys, and if you want to follow me.
Yes, go ahead. Tell them where to follow you. Tell them if you got stuff going on you want them to know about. And
Yeah, so I'm drastically increased my TikTok presence. You can find me at Simply Lindsay on TikTok and Simply Lindsay on Facebook. And if you follow me on Instagram, it's simply_Lindsay. Although I don't post as much on Instagram anymore
I know you've been really quiet on Instagram.
because Instagram doesn't pay you as well as TikTok does.
Okay, here's a question for you. What you doing on the season?
Absolutely. So the thing about like Love After Lockup and working Sharp Entertainment, I had a lot of fun with it. It was more than like a novelty experience. You know, I've been with them for 5 years, so as long as they want me, you will continue to see me.
And there you go.
Oh, and yeah, I'm also on Twitter with the same hashtag. And I always live tweet during the shows unless I'm doing a recap with Mary. Then you have to wait to get all that's inside here.
Yes, because then she's gonna spill it all here. So I guess that's it.
Yeah, my puppy needs to go potty. She keeps trying to get down, and I don't want her to potty on my carpet.
We don't want Puppy to go potty on the carpet either. Thank you, girl, for joining me. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And we'll see you same time next week. Bye, everyone.